is. So everybody can go over to my channel and get on there. Cool.
Well, plus people will be watching a replay, so.
Mm-hmm.
Green's outside. Let's go. Come on. He's at Michael's house. He's at Michael's.
You guys leaving?
Yeah. Come on to Michael's house for a minute, my friend.
Thanks, Terry.
Put your shoes on.
Look at my shoes.
I don't know.
Here. Look, the way. I want my
Not even gonna bow and mute it. Doesn't even matter. All right, so yeah, Poet will read a few more poems. We'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna have these kids running around all night.
Yeah,
It bothers me, but I can't really keep an eye on them.
Yeah, we can do another 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like I say, kids come first. Kids don't wear anything. After a certain point, they can take care of themselves. But having your kids around and stuff. I personally have never been a father. I never got the opportunity to. I have dogs. So if you want to spend time with your kid.
Yeah, no, I'm good right now. But I make sure every day that I see him, because I'm an older father.
Yeah,
and of course, my since I'm older, my parents are both gone. But I remember the times I spent with my dad, and I want my kid to have those same times to where we're going to the store, buying him whatever he wants.
And see, that's one of the things that makes me reluctant. If I ever had the opportunity, now I know I'm 51 years old. I plan on living to 90. So it's just if I had the opportunity to, would I? Most likely I would. So, but since me being retired because of I have the time to. I would have the time to be the father I never had. Everybody wants to break the cycle and everything. My dad wasn't around. Him and my mom, they divorced when I was 4 and stuff. So
Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, not cool, but I understand.
Yeah. How's your? Did he? Anyways, lost my train of thought.
Same here.
Same something that Simon was talking about. Did he get the results of his MRI back right after it, or does he got to wait?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. So here, let's see. Let's do. Want to hear a limerick?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. This one's called Captain C.O.B.
Oh, cool.
Version 1. There's this guy we'll call Lil Davy. He's captain in a pretend quasi-navy. Quicksilver and wrath, a little psychopath. And he might be a bit batshit crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm thinking about there's this one poetry website that I go on every once in a while. They have like these prompts, and it's like they write double and quadruple limericks, and it'd be something interesting to play with.
Yeah.
You like my limericks and haikus? Well, that's one thing that I never thought I would end up writing. If you told me 5 years ago, you're going to end up writing a whole buttload of limericks and haikus about Scientology and stuff, and I told you were full of crap.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. Those are great.
Yeah. Yeah, I injured my neck when I was in the Navy, and the most recent MRI I had, it took a couple weeks to come back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was out at sea doing a crap job, and I lifted a box wrong. Thanks, one with cats, and I felt something tear back here, and I went and reported it to the doc, and then went right back to work.
That's good you reported it though.
Yeah, when I went into the Navy, I went into it I was 30 when I went into it, so I had a jump on life than a lot of the people that I served with, went through boot camp with, went through schools with, and all that stuff. So I kind of knew what the hell I was getting into. And my best friend, John, he's an actual disabled Navy veteran too. And when I told him I was thinking about joining, he was like, "Are you really sure you want to, considering what I've gone through?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, yeah, no, what the hell?" And so I knew to document everything. And so I got my disability rating. The plan was to do 20 years and retire at 50 and do what I want to do. And it came about that way, just not in the path that I thought it was going to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. Hope for the best, Simon.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like I told you, man, the one time friend of mine, he had sports injuries. He uh, tore both in both knees, one time and then one another. He was playing basketball, and he made it through he was wanting to go into the Marines, but they won't take you if you've got metal in your knees. They won't, no military will take you if you, at least the United States won't take you if you have any type of metal in you. Um, so yeah, it can be overcome. You'll make it.
Yep.
It's just patience. It takes patience and time. That's a lesson I learn every day. And there's no reason not to be scared.
Yep,
but if your doctors know what the heck they're doing, you'll be fine.
Yep.
And in the meantime, you have us.
True.
Mm.
Yep. And there's always a silver lining. If you're caught up with your leg and you can't do the things you want outside, at least you could edit videos and grow your channel. And not the same, but there's always something positive, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had the same thing. I have a back injury, and I was able to grow my channel, and while I was out of work, and I'm getting somewhat better. So there's always something positive.
Yeah, and silver linings have been one of those things that have gotten me through situations that I thought I wouldn't get through. Or with like recently over the past several years, I've lost a lot of people to cancer. That's why this thing with Mike is kind of hits home. Most recently, my sister's dad, he died in March, so that's just a recent thing. So doing the fundraisers and all that stuff, like I'm gonna for the duration of his treatment, I'm donating $7.77 a month. I know that's not much. One of them can have a Starbucks on me. But it's my little way. 7 is a symbolic number. There's 3 of them. 3 is a magic number, so it's kind of like a little magic spell. Sending good vibes to the man because
Yeah.
How do you feel about curse words in the chat?
I was just answering her. Yeah, I mean, I personally like to run a clean show. It depends what it is. I haven't seen anything.
I haven't. I try to keep my language. I had a mouth of a sailor before I joined the Navy. And being a writer and everything, words to me, or I don't find them inherently offensive. I find them useful, but you have to, one of the things I like about the chat and everything is we keep it clean, and we're nice. Don't be unpleasant. And
if there was something that was said, I missed it. So
me too.
There's people behind, poet. I got people behind the scenes that'll take care of something like that.
Take it, but as far as all that goes, you'll hear an F-bomb out of me every once in a while.
I slip up too, so we're all human, guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So
no worries if it was just a slip up.
Don't worry
whoever
about
it was, it's already gone. There's no worries. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're all good, man. No, it's fine. Everyone slips up, man. I have to.
Yeah, there ain't no reason to apologize.
Yeah.
It's like some of the things like that poem that I wrote. Yeah, that poem I read yesterday. I had one part changed to about the birds, and I was making a little joke, and then I decided, and it had the bird was talking like Samuel L. Jackson, so I changed that because it kind of didn't fit with the whole field, the overall tone and everything. But I thought it was funny at first.
Okay, let's see. We got a question in the chat. Supreme Rula, can you give a shout out to MOW? How do you pronounce it?
Mowgli, like from the Jungle Book.
Okay, his dog who was not well, and maybe. Oh my God, that's sad.
I'm a dog person. I firmly believe dogs love us unconditionally because they don't know any better. So I try to take care of my dogs the best I can. And I have an 11-year-old, my little Bella. She's getting all white muzzled and everything, and so my heart goes out to you.
Me too. Sorry to hear that. Really,
it really does.
Yeah, that's horrible. I mean, I've never had a dog. I've had cats, but that's definitely very sad.
Pets are something. It's what I try to do is I'll keep at least 2, and then once the oldest gets a little, I know that the inevitable, I'll bring in a puppy. That way it keeps it rolling on, and the older ones will automatically. It's like my youngest Phil, he was house trained in like less than 2 weeks, because my dogs are house trained, and I went over to another, a friend of mine, his dog Peanut, she's house trained, and so yeah, it's easier if you bring one up with another one.
Yeah.
Oh, B-man, that's I love.
Oh wow, sorry.
I love like pit bulls. I'm a big pit bull fan. They're extremely misunderstood dogs, and most dogs, it's not bad dog, it's bad owner,
Yeah. Yes, sir. Hear that, guys, puppy dogs. Yeah, we'll go another 8 minutes till 6 o'clock my time, I guess.
I guess we can. Chris Shelton's supposed to do one later.
Yep. Yeah. I'd like to at least be on that a little bit later on.
And if you want to, if you get a wild hair, hit me up and we'll go on later. We can have a party or whatever.
Yeah, we could always,
It's Friday night. I have nothing to do. And my sleep schedule's all wacky anyways. It feels like this is going to be a late night for me. So
yeah, text me later if you want to go on. And I'm not going to guarantee it, but if I got nothing going on later,
yeah, that works. And whoever else is available, more for the conversation is always good.
I'm trying to do, like I said, for my channel.
Mm-hmm.
And if something doesn't work, that's fine. But I'm trying to do like Poe does, interview different people, and people seem to like it.
Yeah, I really want, like, my friend John. He's medical marijuana patient. That's how I met him. And he's had a lot of trouble with the VA because of that. And that's something I would really like to actually hook him and Poe up together. That would be interesting. I just think because Poe is a former police chief who's cool with it and everything, sees the benefits of it. And when I met my friend John, it was in the early 90s, and out here, if you were caught with a couple seeds, they threw your butt in jail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, and then, it's just how things have changed. Like when I go to the VA and they ask me the standard questions, I tell them I smoke and, I vape and stuff like that. And they're all cool with it.
Nowadays it's better. Yeah. But like you said, in the old days, it was a big deal.
Yeah. Ground love, Christian.
You know what I'd like to do is Chris Shelton has that camcorder. He has the Cuddles cam. I want to have a cam. Yeah. I want to have a cam going on little mini Clearwater Chad.
That would be cool. Yeah, he does those little. They're like little extra videos he'll do. Yeah, it's what's the dog's name again? Branson or.
I thought it was Snuggles.
No. It's what the heck is his dog's name? Oh Lord, I can't remember his dog's name.
Yeah, I thought it was that name. That's why.
Oh no. It starts with a B, I think.
We'll have to watch your show tonight, huh?
Yeah. It's it's right on. It's one of those right on the tip of my tongue. I'll know it when I hear it.
Why does he always say
It's called the Snuggle Cam.
That's why. Oh, okay, that's why. Because he says something like "snuggles, not struggles" or something.
Yeah, that's the models. That's the mottos for the Snuggle Cams.
Oh, okay.
Snuggles, not troubles. It's this is going to mess with me until he comes on live. I'll probably remember it 2 seconds after we stop this.
Juliana would know, but she's watching Doug's live right now.
Is she?
She watches his stuff pretty religiously.
Benson.
Oh, yeah.
Benson Cam. The Benson Cam.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Benson. That's it. I knew it was a familiar code because there was. I don't know if you remember this sitcom back in the late 70s, early 80s called Soap.
No.
It's a really weird sitcom, but the butler is like this. This takes place in the South, and it's strange. Like one of there's like a Rosemary's Baby character in it. It's really strange. But the butler was played by Robert Guillaume, and his character's name was Benson. And the character was so popular that after Soap went off the air, he got his own show called Benson. And then that's how I associate that name. That name.
I've heard the name Benson before.
Yeah, it was a back in between 82, 83, right around in there for about 5 or 6 years. It was a really popular show. Yeah, Terry Ray. I just went in the kid. I just didn't get it. It was a really strange show. But yeah, it was, looking back on it, it's funny. Hi, Leanne.
Hey, Leanne. That's funny. I wonder if he got that name from that show.
I don't know. That would be something to
yeah.
Did you ever watch the old the 70s sitcom Soap? Yeah, like one of the characters, one of the characters, like a married couple, their baby that they'd push around in the it was like a spoof on Rosemary's Baby. It's supposed to be the Antichrist or something like that. And I was growing up out here. I've mentioned it in some of my videos. I'll put indoctrinated into the Church of Christ / Southern Baptist Church. That's the only two flavors of. There's Methodists, but the main two flavors of Christianity out here. Yeah, Billy Crystal was on Soap. The main two flavors of Christianity are those two. So they are a Protestant kind of like almost Pentecost, but they don't do the all health, the all no speaking in tongues or anything like that. They're not. It's very subdued. Very. They don't play music. All the hymns are sung just by the voice and stuff like that. So, seeing that show, and I was, all I heard from my mom and from church, and at the time it was a lot of crap was going on with Iran. The adults were afraid that we were 2 seconds away from someone pushing a button, so there was a lot of fear. So I didn't get the joke until later on, and then that's one of the reasons that show kind of scared me in a way, because I was fed all that, and that kind of leads into one of the reasons I'm not a religious person per se, more spiritual, and I gravitate more towards Buddhism. That's why I like Alan Watts'. I was talking about him earlier, and it's of course led. I'm like a lot of us. I was fascinated by authoritarian groups and stuff like that, and of course, there's the Going Clear. When I watched it, I couldn't stop. And then the Leah Remini show and Danny Masterson, and then here.
Yep. My first thing, I've said this before, but my first thing was the Leah Remini show. I'm like, this is some batshit crazy stuff. And then I started watching AA Ron. And then now my favorite thing to watch is that it's called My Scientology Movie by Louis Theroux.
I have not watched
you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
See, so like I remember the
free on YouTube.
The commercials that Jeff Hawkins did with the exploding volcanoes.
Yeah,
I remember those. They out here we had broadcast TV, so late at night there's nothing on. There was like 4 or 5 channels, and on each channel this Dianetics, and I thought it was baddie myself. It was just like had those commercials, had LDS.
You gotta watch that movie. I mean, they recreated the hole in that movie and had actors play David Miscavige, and they're like not literally beating people, throwing people against the wall, and it was very good.
I might do that later, but I'd heard of it, and like these haikus, I call them My Scientology haikus. It's a direct ripoff of My Scientology movie. It's movie nuts,
Either way, but whatever it's called, it's a great movie or whatever.
Yeah, My Scientology movie.
Yep. Like I said, right now it's free on YouTube.
Yeah.
At least it was last time I watched it. I don't like paying for movies or anything.
Yeah, I pay. I do different streaming services: HBO Max, well now Max, Amazon, and a few other things. But I get my money's worth out of YouTube because I do premium. I don't do the commercials. So when people talk about watching the live streams and being interrupted by commercials, I have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I do this channel. It's well worth the money I pay for it every month.
That's cool. The commercials don't seem to bother me.
Yeah.
Maybe someday it doesn't matter right now, I guess, but I like seeing some of the commercials, like, because how they say, because I do get like the Scientology commercials with the.
It's Skip Jimsley. It's been since it's been about 5 or 6 years. I started paying for YouTube. In 2017, they were doing you get 6 months free. So I did 6 months free, and it was like I used it all the time, and I did a lot of delivery driving and stuff like that. So that's my, when people ask me if I have Spotify, I'm like, nope, I do YouTube. Because you can get basically everything on Spotify, you can get on YouTube.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, besides, I'm usually making videos, so I don't really watch too much TV. Maybe at night I'll put YouTube on and put a video on, but that's about it.
Well, I do. I use it a lot, like for research and uh, writing, of course, and stuff like that.
Yep, that's cool.
Yeah, it's if you, just like with any of those services, if you use it, it's worth the money, you know. Um, so like Disney Plus, I do Disney Plus, but that's like right with my phone bill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and of course I'm a big Star Wars fan. I'm even wearing a Darth Vader T-shirt.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. My mom, it's a Rogue One T-shirt. My mom bought it for me.
Hey, Simon. Oh, yeah. Simon says he doesn't pay for you. Yeah, neither do I, Simon.
Yeah.
Either way, it's okay. There's no haters here.
No.
Just it's one of those things. Yeah, it's like, if you really don't like the ads, go for it.
Yeah, and I don't like commercials. That's why.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, it's worth it then. Yeah.
I don't do broadcast TV out here. It's the where I live at, the reception sucks anyways. So I do a lot of mine with streaming, and so I get good use out of what I pay for internet and all my streaming services.
Yep. Oh, B-Man, same here. It only bothers me when I'm falling asleep and have to move my arm to skip ads. Same here. Because there's like, sometimes there is like 2 minutes of ads if you don't hit skip. And when you're tired, I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah.
But for me, my big splurge was actually getting the internet because I was trying to be cheap and stuff when money's tight. But I got internet 2 months ago because I'm trying to grow the channel.
Yeah, it's worth it in the long run, and these days, it's necessary to function in a lot of ways. But I can also say that I'm using my I have to use the old snail mail to get the business license for my publishing companies. So,
yeah, there is still stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I was getting by, like, if you don't have a channel you're growing, I was getting by on just my cellular data with just unlimited. But if you're growing a channel, you need to be on the laptop. And, at some point I had to break down. But I just did that 2 months ago. So I did all my channel growth with just my cell phone. A cheap, free Android phone. So, if I could do that, anyone could.
that's a good way. That's a good way to fool yourself, B-Man. Close your eyes and think it's part of the show.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true. The one thing I usually treat myself to, and I haven't this past year, is the XM radio. I love that in my car.
Me and my ex, she liked it, so I had it until I left her. Had it in my car, and I usually listen to NPR. Yeah, so it's, and then I can get that on regular regular radio, but I haven't listened to the radio in a long time. I cut myself off from the world 6 years ago, sort of. And then because it's going nuts, and didn't like what I was seeing, and now I'm kind of reemerging into it. It's still crazy.
It is, yeah.
But it was crazy 100 years ago. It was crazy.
Yep, that's what I always tell people too. They always think that this is new. It's not.
No,
didn't hear about it.
It's that. Yes, exactly. It's because we're such a connected, globalized society these days. For God's sakes, we're talking. Someone in the chat's from Australia.
Yeah.
Australia. They're tomorrow. They're for us. They're in the future. It's Saturday there. It's remarkable to think that in my lifetime, I never thought, when I was younger, I never thought, it never occurred to me that in my lifetime that I'd be able to chat instantly with someone from Australia. It's remarkable, and it's scary, and because it can go. We can as a species, as a society, or whatever, we can use it to lift ourselves up, like Mark Headley always says, a rising tide lifts all ships, or we can use it to run into a reef that we don't see coming.
Yep, true.
How you going? It's going pretty good, Leanne.
That's cool. Yeah, a lot of great people in here.
How many people have we got in here all together?
10 on my side. You got anyone over there?
I don't know. How would I find that out?
Just look at open up like a regular on your phone. Open up your just regular YouTube and see.
Okay, I can do that here.
It should hopefully say.
Yeah. Go to my channel. Oh no, wrong one. Yeah, because I normally don't go to my channel.
Hey, Vin and Giggles. 11 people in here, so a couple people can go over to Poet's channel if you guys want.
Yeah.
We're trying to get Poets some hours too. Thanks for joining us, Vin and Giggles. We're not going to be on too much longer, but
No.
I always hate to end because we're doing so good now, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Here. Trying to navigate this channel. Right there.
Yeah, we're just playing behind the scenes.
Yeah, got 3 watching now.
Oh, okay, that's good. I mean, this wasn't even really a planned.
No,
because we were doing phone tag, so
Yeah, we can do a better planning next time. Like tomorrow I'm actually going to a reunion. Because my school is so small, they do like a group reunion. It's just not classes. It's anybody who went and graduated from or went to Enola was welcome. So that's tomorrow around noon. So that's going to be, I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to be giving away copies of that my Enola poem, 3, one, a framed copy of each one for door prizes and stuff. And it's generally, I last year I went to it and I saw people I hadn't seen since I was 7 or 8 years old. It was great.
That's cool.
It's called From a Poet, B-Man. That's my channel name. Here, let me do this.
Oh, nice. Terry put up your shirt.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to do that too here. Okay. There, too. That's From a Poet. And I'll put the direct. Thank you, Terry. Electric Boogaloo, hi.
Hey, Electric. Wow, thanks for joining us. Wow, we got some people in. Oh, because Doug's stream must have ended, right?
I don't know. Here, let me go check.
Because people are. Yeah, check if you want.
Yeah, because I had it running. Yeah, it's over with.
Okay. I seen Aaron must have ended too. Aaron was on for a bit too.
Was he? And stuff to go back to later. Thank you, Leanne, for subscribing.
That's cool.
Cool. What you writing, Poet? Bunch of stuff. bunch of stuff. I'll go ahead and let's see here. Let me find another haiku. I need to be more organized, but I'm just a naturally unorganized person.
Same here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Brandy. Brandy came in when Aaron's ended.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you.
How about another haiku?
Yeah, definitely.
This is number 33. Scientology, a cast of characters who are really just clowns. Here's that one. So yeah, I've been working on a lot of. I've been working on whatever comes to mind. You know, it's like throwing spaghetti at the walls. Whatever sticks. Thank you, B-Man. I've got a whole collection. Cool. I have a whole collection of those with the haikus and limericks that I'm going to be putting out as soon as I can get all my ducks in a row. And hopefully by the end of the month, I'll have a hey, Back Goat.
Back Goat rules.
Hey.
Hey, Back Goat, big shout out to you, man, because you gave me that, you did that super chat that one night to Aaron to remind him about all the stuff I did, or we did, as a community. And my subscribers, that was the night my subscribers grew big time. So I definitely owe you big time for
that. Vincent Gill, my sister's a nurse. Yeah, she's told me some stories. One of my woman I'm talking to, went to high school with her. She's also a nurse. She lives up in Branson. And I have immense respect for you guys.
Yeah, but I won't forget that, Back Goat. That helped me out big time.
Yeah, Back Goat, are you an EMT? Isn't he an EMT?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see if he. Cool. We'll see if he says he is or what. I don't know much about him. I know he's in the chats a lot, but
yeah, no. From his profile picture, it looks like he's got an ambulance behind him, and I think he may have mentioned it in the chat once or twice.
That's cool.
Physician's assistant. I'm trying to talk. Retired 24 years. I'm trying to talk my sister. I'm trying to talk my sister into going into the physician's assistant route, and she doesn't want to have anything to do with it. Colonel Brock, you were an EMT. How's it going, sir? Let's see what else I'm working on. Are you out of here, Simon?
Night, Simon. Okay. Night, Simon. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, it's like 11 something there, so go get your rest. Rest is important for your recovery.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I keep forgetting that they're 5-6 hours ahead of us.
6. Well, 6, 5 for you, 6 for me, because I'm central.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was. I don't know, we had to coordinate and everything as far as times goes. It can get defensive, like you say in your updates, different time zones. It doesn't.
Yeah, you can't give everyone the time zones, you know.
Yeah. You just This is what it is. Look it up.
Yeah, because I tried to look up what the different ones are, and it's like add an hour if this blah blah blah. Add 2 hours if I'm not figuring your time zone out. Yeah, it's true. Peace and love.
Yep.
Nurses are the heroes.
Yeah. Woman I grew up with, graduated with, she's a nurse. She works at the Conway Regional, and she makes bank. She works a lot, but she makes really good money.
Yeah, they deserve it.
They deserve it.
Yeah,
because they put up with all the piss and others in excrement. And I've heard stories from my sister, and but any job like that I couldn't do. I don't think I could do. Like when I joined the Navy, they were pushing hospital corpsmen, right? And those are the one. They're the equivalent of nurses, and I was like, nope, not for me. I hate needles. I get tattooed. I could take a tattoo, but I have to look away when someone it starts an IV or something like that.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, we really appreciate everyone joining us. It means a lot, guys.
Your mom wore the B-Man. Your mom wore the caps and got weighed every week.
Yeah, I didn't understand that one either.
Was it those old style nursing caps, the hats that?
I didn't realize they had to maintain a certain weight though. That's not right. I mean, I believe them, but
yeah, it would be Yeah, I was a corpsman. You were a corpsman back out. Yeah, you went FMF. That's Fleet Marine Force. I was actually before I got classified as a fire controlman. That's an electronic technician that works on weapon systems. I was actually going to be an RP, that is a religious program specialist, which they weighed to make sure they weren't pregnant. Oh
wow.
You were a doc. Docs. Yeah, I have immense respect for the corpsman. That if you knew that a corpsman was good at his job, if he was called Doc, he had a good relationship with the crew, because they have on a ship the size that they had a ship on ship the size I was on. You had two main medical. You had a chief, and you had a junior enlisted corpsman. There was no doctors, actual surgeons or anything like that. They had those on the carriers, and the bigger ships would have actual hey, Purple Groovy, they would have actual MDs and stuff like that. But we had them on a ship it's got 250 people. You got to make do. So yeah, immense respect for the corpsman, and it's really, really hard to make rank, to make rate, to climb your way up the pay grades. To become a chief corpsman, someone has to die. To get from that's E6 to E7. It's not for me.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah, I was going to be a RP. They the ones that they're basically the bodyguards for chaplains, and they do all the administrative work for those guys and everything. Because fascination with religions, I thought it was right up my alley. And then when I was supposed to ship off, I taped over, so I was not within their height weight standards. So I had to reclassify, and they offered me a heck of a lot of money to become a twidget. That's what the electronics and technicians, people who work on electronics and stuff, are known as in the Navy, were known as twidgets. I should have become I was not suited for that job. Although my ASVAB said I was, I didn't like it. It had its perks and stuff, just like every different job in the Navy. I was where I was kind of like pigeonholed into certain ships, certain duty stations. I could only do one of a couple things for shore duty and stuff. So it kind of limited me going in, and it was not easy for me to like switch jobs, because they paid me a lot of money, and the re-enlistment bonuses were good and stuff like that. So half a dozen in one hand and six in the other. But I really, I actually do want to go on a pleasure cruise sometime soon. to like the idea of the SP cruise is great. I would be there in an instant. Anyway, lost my train of thought. I'm gonna give me something to drink.
Yeah, no worries.
Something to drink. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, like we said, everyone, we said we weren't going to go on much longer, but it's hard to end it. Everyone's got great questions, and we're having such a great chat. We won't be too much longer, though, but we're having fun. I still have coffee in my cup. Poets got poems he could read. And, yeah, definitely drink break. I'm going to have a sip of my coffee. Hope everyone's having a good night tonight. It's Friday night. Yeah, back open. Yeah, isn't it great? Yeah, Marilyn made it for me. Yeah, definitely make yourself a cup of tea, Lecture. That sounds good. I should drink more tea. I always tell myself, and I never do. What's the weather like in New York, Brock? It was in the mid-60s today. It was a good day. You didn't need your air conditioning and you didn't need your heat, so it was a good day. How about your weather, Brock, or anyone? Okay, see ya, Vin and Giggles. Thanks for dropping by.
Bye, Vince.
Oh, yeah. Oh. This is a nice, relaxing stream, isn't it, Poet?
Yeah, pretty relaxing.
Yeah.
Want to hear some Poe?
Yeah, absolutely. 85 in Tampa. That's a good update, B-Man. 77.
It's 83 here, at least according to my handy dandy weather app. Let's see here. Edgar Allan Poe. This one's called El Dorado. Gaily, okay, it's here. Gaily bedighted, a gallant knight, in sunshine and in shadow, had journeyed long, singing a song in search of El Dorado. But he grew old, this knight so bold, and o'er his heart a shadow fell as he found no spot of the ground that looked like El Dorado. And as his strength failed him at length, he met a pilgrim's shadow. Shadow, he said, where can it be, this land of El Dorado? Over the mountains of the moon, down the valley of the shadow. Ride, boldly ride, the shade replied, if you seek for El Dorado. I like the sing-songy of that.
Yeah, it's very good.
Let's see here.
Very good.
So, okay, let's see, 30. Let's see. I don't know. My brain's mush at the moment.
Yeah, I'm out of it too because
Yeah.
We're doing updates for the the month, so we're doing that too.
Yeah. So you want to tap out, man?
Yeah. I'm pretty beat.
Puff, puff, laugh. Puff, puff, laugh.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, everyone. Thank you very much. This was pretty cool. What do you think, Paul?
Yeah. I like doing this. Enjoy it. We'll get together again if sometime this weekend or whenever. Definitely Monday.
Yeah, and I got that interview with Mrs. J tomorrow at my time's 3:00, so I don't know what everyone else's time is, but
it'll be 2 here. I'll probably be at the reunion.
It's all good.
Yeah, I'll be at the reunion. So.
All right. So yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. We'll coordinate the next one better.
Yeah, I wanted to at least do something because I didn't think it'd be like us putting, we'd be playing phone tag. And
oh no, it's
sometimes you just got to do it,
Yeah, you just got to do it. Make a splash.
Yep.
Hi, Randy. Okie dokie.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, thanks, everyone. And I'll write more for next time.
All right. Sounds good. Have a good night.
All right. Later.
See you. All right. See you guys.